Okay, so this video is being uploaded as a No Frills Tuesday type video, exactly 1 week to the big day. And you know what I'm talking about, where we all need to do the right thing and do it ahead of time and all that good stuff. Listen, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Jan. Welcome to another episode on Save Money and More with Jan Channel. I don't know what's going to happen in the not so distant future. I have my hopes, I have my dreams, I have my aspirations for it, but I don't know. But no matter what happens, I know this. We don't know what happens immediately following things. We just don't know. Therefore, I am strongly suggesting, and not only because of that reason, we are really like here we are in the beginning of the like cold and flu season. This is a great time to go and check your inventory. Check your stockpile inventory. Do you have your over the counter stuff? You know, all the stuff that helps people get through their colds or flu type thing, their over the counter, analgesics, pain relief, this, things of that nature. Take a look. So that's one thing. Another thing, when you catch a cold, you feel like, I always recommend during better times to make a big old pot when you have a nice leisurely day, when you have a minute, okay, a hot minute. When you have a minute and you can make some beautiful homemade from scratch your favorite soup of choice. They say there's something pretty good about when you put together a homemade chicken soup from scratch that really helps get you through a cold. And when you're not well, the last thing, well, speaking for myself, the last thing I feel like doing is slicing and dicing. That's why on better days, when you're feeling great, make a pot of that good old chicken soup for the days you don't feel so great and freeze up portions. Portion it out, put it away, put it in the freezer. So if you don't do that, at the very least, double check your stockpile to make sure you have some sort of an instant kind of a soup, whether it's in your, in the can, can variety, the condensed type, the one that we're all familiar with, get the best price or get the store brand. I just had some store brand chicken soup the other night when I just wasn't that hungry. And it definitely, that chicken noodle soup just absolutely hit the spot, and within a few minutes I had my meal. I was not in the mood of a big meal. So there are times and there are times, but double check for your extended pantry, longer term pantry, to make sure that you have some, because there are going to be days that it's really like cold, okay? And you just don't necessarily want to, chop, slice, and dice for a pot of soup at that moment. Okay. Or you're totally busy and you want to avoid the temptation of picking up that phone or having to jump in a car. You see where I'm going with this. So make sure to have those comfort foods that are easy to reach, have a decent shelf life, and you like things that you enjoy. I mean, this is not a fancy message or anything, but it's more like a practical message. This is a great time, okay? Because we're almost at the beginning of November, especially now we're entering the cold and flu season. Right this minute, I have a little bit of a stuffy nose, but in my case, it's because I know it's like my fall allergies. I know the symptoms. I get them every year. It will go away, but it could be a little bit annoying. So for me, whenever I have a nice steamy bowl of soup or a hot cup of tea, that's another thing. Make sure you have your favorite teas to drink, and or hot chocolate or whatever. Take a look for the stuff that gives you comfort during the days when you're anything but comfortable.